Alrighty guys, here we are down at Gulf Central tonight and we're doing a little bit of a test. It's something that I just sort of thought about from a feel perspective, and Richo's got an iron in his hand, I've got an iron and another iron. One of the irons is the new P790,
Yep.
2019. The other one is the MIZUNO MP20
And I've got the Ping
HMB
i500.
and i500.
So someone's, Kieran's got. That's the first time I've ever hit one
Yeah, okay.
of these. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So, and
Not
this
too
is, so all these are pretty hollow-headed designs.
Yep.
And so we've decided to sort of see what we think from a feel point of view and how that they're designed. So let's go C300 miraging steel face. That also has a steel face. I don't know what it actually is, but I probably should find out. And that's also the HMB, and that has a forged chromoly face. So you want to talk about the chromoly because you know a lot about it. I'm going to hit this.
Yes. So the chrome moly is, it's a harder material, but like I said, they've forged the shaft and the face on the MIZUNO.
Oh, hit that a little low on the face.
Right.
But hang on. I'm going to hit some more.
This one so far out of what I have hit,
Yes.
like I've only hit these two, the MIZUNO is definitely softer off the face. It's got a really nice sort of sound. It's got that softer sound, doesn't it?
Okay, so I've hit that
So-
one good. I'm going to swap that over.
Yeah, swap that over.
And now I want you to talk to me about the sound.
The sound.
Right, because you're there and I'm here, right?
Yep.
I think they all look pretty good by the ball. The ping looks like a ping.
Yeah.
Did that make a ting to you?
Yeah, a little bit of a ting. Look, I've had a set of ping irons in the past. And I don't mind ping. It definitely is a little bit harder off the face, the ping. I will go and have a hit with the TAYLORMADE in the tip.
So,
The ball flow, that just looks good too, doesn't it?
I know.
Like,
so
I was saying that because the shafts don't always suit.
No.
Like, I'd probably get something a little bit different, but I
we
didn't
got
seem to have
same
any.
shaft in two of them.
Yep.
Modus 120s, and then the KBS there. So they're not the same shafts, but
Haven't
not
had
about
any real trouble with those two getting the ball in the air.
no.
Like I said, it feels a little bit. Ping have always been a little bit like that, even the last set, because a lot of their clubs have been cast.
Well,
rather,
they're
so-
always cast practically.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
grab three balls, hit one with each of them, and then I'll tell you. Like in my opinion, I think anywhere there, mate, it's fine. The i500, I don't think it feels too much firmer than anything, but it certainly has more of a ting, don't you reckon, Rich?
yeah.
So it has more of a ting. Hopefully the mic. Shot, Richo. It has more of a ting, and I always thought
When
TAYLORMADE.
you get off the middle, it's pretty solid.
I know. I always thought TAYLORMADE done this like the second best job. PXG, I sort of feel like just a slightly better. So hit a little heavy.
That one a bit heavy.
Yeah, hit a couple more. I always thought the 790 was always the second best. PXG probably done it the best with the elastomer fill, but the ping and the MIZUNO actually aren't filled with anything. So that's probably where these and the so the P790s and then also the PXGs, they're filled with things. So with the Callaways, they've got microspheres and urethane microspheres and all that sort of stuff, whereas that isn't. So that is not. Yeah, well, see, this thing does not have any fill in it, nor does the MIZUNO.
No.
But I think the MIZUNO feels the best and sounds the best. I think the TAYLORMADE's not far behind it. It's definitely firmer, or a little bit of a different noise, but again, it does have fill in it, and this is just how they construct it. A little low on the face, but I think the big thing is MIZUNO goes ahead and does their own little thing, right? So to be able to go and forge that face from chromoly, that's a totally different thing that anybody else has done. So a lot of other brands sort of fill it to deaden the sound, and that's a good idea, because if they didn't, to me it feels too much like the Ping, and it's a bit tingy. It's not the best. It's not the best. So in saying that, I'm being maybe a snob, right? I'm probably being a snob when I say that I don't like the i500 quite as much as some of the others, right? Is that
I don't mind the i500 actually.
I don't like the look of it so much.
Probably, yes. It does look a little bit different to the others.
And compared to those two, the HMB and then the P790, it has more of a ting noise to it, and that's probably because it doesn't have any fill in it. See, from here I can just hear that tiny little bit of ting. Whereas, whereas again, I'll tap this. That's the TAYLORMADE, and then
Yeah, I think
different
you're
noises.
right.
It's
Definitely different noises.
It's got more of a tinging sort of thing going on. The
Yeah.
P790, don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of the P790. I think by the ball it could look the best out of the three, and then I think the Mizuno's just behind it, and then the ping. I just don't like the shape of the ping. That's just me. I'm just not a fan of shape. But I think that looks the best, the P790. Sure. I think Mizuno feels a tad better, just over the Taylor, but I think the Taylor looks better.
I think so. I tend to agree.
Just because it's almost a smaller head, it's a few thinner
I think the
spots on
sound,
it.
the feel is that order.
Yeah, I think so.
And like I said,
I'm just not a massive fan of the pink shape. That's all it is. Not that it's bad, it's just
you're
it's
right.
an
Like you said,
acquired
the
taste.
shape over it, and like I said, the sound is definitely.
Because since Kieran's had his handicap's come down, his ball flight's just as high. It was high previously when he had his other clubs, but they spun way too much. So he's sort of an adding of loft guy. These knock a little bit of spin down. He's still launching it high, heaps more ball speed, peaking it still really high, hitting it further, and also landing it still really, really soft. So you have a look at Tambourine. When we done Tambourine, I remember him I think he hit 5 iron into the first green, and it stopped dead. So look, it works. But guys, go get fit. That's sort of one thing that we sort of haven't said for a little bit, but go get fit. Test them all out, because what I say could be totally different to what Richo says, and sometimes it is, and majority of times it is, compared to what you think. So go test them out, Rich.
Right.
What do you got there? You hit the Mizuno.
There is plenty of stuff to hit.
Exactly. So guys, go check out the MP20 range. Go check out the brand new 790. That's a solid stick. And go check out anything you want, even if stuff is secondhand. Go check it out as well. But I think from a hollow head point of view, hard to go past that feel, hard to go past that look, and if you're a ping guy, well, it's hard to go past that. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully that was somewhat informative. If not, it's all good. Cheers, guys. See you next time.
Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're
That's
a
what you
weirdo.
say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.